How to be active in your online blogging community. Being active online can get you great exposure. There are a few ways in which you can do this. The first is to simply respond to the comments that make it onto your blog. WordPress allows all readers to add their comments, and these are a great way to boost the SEO value of a single article. Remember that any publicity is good publicity. If you write about a controversial topic, then you'll get people who comment to say that they are on your side, and people who comment to call you every name under the sun. But a comment is a comment, and if there is a mixture of both, then that will kickstart several arguments, which in turn will kickstart a flourish of comments. Comment threads have been known to become viral in themselves, and they have even started memes. If someone is involved in a comment argument, which seems to be the norm these days, they will also be more inclined to share that article. Of course, you will get a lot of abuse, and if you're not used to criticism, then that can be hard to take. But trust us, it will come anyway, and at least this way you can profit from it. There are ways you can close your blog down to comments, but this is not advised. What is advised, however, is that you tweak the settings a little. Even if your site is not generating a lot of hits, it will still be flooded with spam. These are very repetitive though, which makes it easy to block them. Click on Settings Discussion. This is where you can manage your comment settings. You want to allow people to post comments on new articles and link notifications from other blogs on new articles. But you want to stress that the comment author must fill out name and email. This is all you need. Don't be tempted to insist that users are registered, because this is very limiting. You should also check both of the options under before a comment appears. At this point, you're exposed to spam. Not a lot of it, as the fact they need to enter a name and email will cut much of it down. But spammers are persistent. To get around this, automatically block anything with more than one link and include key spam words in the blacklist. You will get an idea of what these are when the spam rolls in, but make sure you don't block anything that relates to your content. As an example, a friend of How to Start a Blog recently launched a blog relating to stock trading, and within a week of getting hits, he was inundated with spam relating to handbags, all offering knockoff gear. He added handbags to the blacklist, as well as many of the brand names the spammers were using. It worked, and the spam reduced significantly. But if you run a fashion website, you will need to find another angle. As well as your own blog, you should look to comment on other blogs. You will find that many bloggers comment on your posts, and some of them may even recommend that you read their content. This is fine, and although it's technically spamming, it's okay to overlook if they are polite about it. In fact, if you take the time to read their post and to make a comment of your own, you will establish a connection that could point regular readers of that blog towards yours. This is small-scale stuff though, and only really worthwhile if you're just starting out and are happy to do the legwork if it means a few extra people who will read your content. You will get even better results if you post on well-known blogs. Just make sure that those blogs are in your niche, and make sure you don't spam a link to your blog too much. You should also look for communities that cover your niche, from message boards to Facebook groups and everything else you can find. In most cases you will be allowed to post a link to your blog in your signature, and in all cases you should be able to discuss your blog in threads or chats. You won't always get follow links, and these are actually very hard to come by these days when you use those methods. But it's not about backlinks. It's about putting your blog in front of people who follow your niche. And you'll find that the more niche it is, the more likely someone is to pay your blog a visit when they see a link or read a well-informed thread, post or status update. This may sound small-scale, but one reader can do a lot, especially if you have solid, original content. One person can share to hundreds of their online connections. And if just a dozen of those friends do the same, and a dozen of each of their friends do the same, then you've put your blog in front of thousands of valued readers in a short space of time. Make sure you don't spam a link to your blog too much.